Hi folks, how are we doing? I'm the Reverend Danny Crosby, a Unitarian minister serving congregations in Altrincham and in Urmston in the northwest of England. I hope you're able to find the love and that you're witnessing the blessings in life in these difficult times. It's hard, my friends, but we are all in this together. I'm offering these devotions as a little bit of hope, I suppose, doing what I can, playing my role, being part of the solution. The devotions are offered as a balm for the heart, the mind, the spirit and the soul. And the title for today's little piece is Living by Devotion, Devoted to Life. So my devotion for today is devotion, shall we say. I invite us just to still ourselves together now in silence. Let's invite a loving presence to be here amongst us and to awaken from deep, deep within us. I have lit the flame of freedom in the cup of belonging, acceptance and of love. We join together in our physical separation, but united in our devotion to life and to love. Help us to sing for joy like the birds each morning sing their faith in being alive and being here. May we know the deep connections that sustain us, the roots that hold us so close and nurture us beneath the surface of our lives. May we be unafraid to explore the depths of being, the many layers of life. May we remember that we are deeply connected in heart, mind, spirit and in soul. May we be open to all that this day brings, to all that life offers. And may we offer our all to life in devotion to life. May we become a vessel of love this day and all the days to come. I'm going to begin this devotion with a little bit of wisdom from Rumi. Today, like every other day, we wake up empty and frightened. Don't open the door to the study and begin reading. Take down a musical instrument. Let the beauty we love be what we do. There are 100 ways to kneel and kiss the ground. 100 ways. So those words get to the marrow of your soul, they do me. They speak to me of what it might mean to live by devotion, to be devoted to life. I am told that the instrument is our very human being, our bodies that we live in, that we live from, which is of course the instrument through which we devote ourselves to life. My sister Mandy says of this verse, I love this permission that allows us to give praise through doing what we love. And I like these simple words too. Praise is to see blessings. There are 3 kinds of thanksgiving. The most praiseworthy is to thank goodness for the presence of existence. The second is to praise trouble. The last one is to accept unconditionally whatever comes. And she added of it, I suppose it is saying in a nutshell that we should celebrate life. Now she got this idea from a series she'd seen on Netflix about Yunus Emre, who was a Turkish poet and a Sufi mystic. All this got me thinking about what it might mean to live by devotion, to devote oneself to life and how this might possibly be achieved. For surely this is the ultimate way to celebrate life in life's entirety, to sing the joy of living in all its mystery. And it brought to my mind the following by Mark Nepo, and these words speak powerfully to me of what it means to live devotionally, to make your whole life a prayer if you like. So this is At Every Turn by Mark Nepo. When I sweat trying to lift what no one can lift, I am praying. When I fly 1,000 miles to be stopped by the moon on the spine of an ancient mountain, I am praying. When I fall on the lawn in laughter with my dog and she won't stop licking my face, I am praying. When you are winded by the light on the photo of your mother who died so suddenly, you are praying. When your grief lets you feel the pain of those you don't know, you are praying. When life moves through us for no reason, we are all praying. I am humbled that all my efforts to pray have failed, and to living is praying with no intent. Now my heart is plucked like the string of a harp at every turn. And you know, it's through our bodies, our whole human being, that we pray, that we offer our devotion to life. If we live devotionally, we are offering a prayer to life itself. If we live with reverence for life itself, we are offering a prayer of love to life itself. The object of the General Assembly of Unitarian and Free Christian Churches, a bit of a mouthful, I know. It's a bit longer than that, but I'm not going to say the full one. In it, though, it refers to the worship of God and the celebration of life, among many other things. Now, this might sound a little strange to admit, but over time I have found that, in actual fact, what I worship is life, and what I celebrate is God, that which is the core of life. For I am devoted to life. Really am I now? Yeah, I worship life, but I celebrate God, the core of life. Now, devotion comes in many shapes and forms. The word devotion is derived from the Latin divitio, meaning vow of total dedication. It is more than an act that is repeated. Devotion speaks of a passion, a commitment and love. Devotion has fire in it. It's fired up. Devotion is about both worship and celebration, actually. What are you devoted to? What fires you up? What do you worship and you celebrate? For that is what you are devoted to. Devotion can come in many forms. The great traditions offer a treasure trove of devotional acts, the most obvious being prayer, of course. Prayer means many things to many different people and has done so throughout the ages. You may find yourself praying without realizing you're actually doing it. In its physical sense, prayer can mean many things for so many different traditions too. While a Christian may bow their head and fold their hands, a Sufi may whirl, and a Native American may dance, a Buddhist may sit quietly in a particular position, a Hindu may offer a sacrifice. Jewish and Muslim prayer is physical in nature. A Jewish person while praying will bob their heads back and forth, while a Muslim will physically prostrate themselves. Prayer isn't just about silence and words spoken. Prayer can be a deeply physical act and deeply physical in nature. Over the years, I've found and developed a form of two-way prayer. Over the last few years, I have led a regular singing meditation. We joy sing from a variety of spiritual traditions, and then we share time in silence together. And singing may actually be the ultimate in devotional practice, you know. I believe it was Augustine of Hippo who said that singing is praying twice. Now, I don't always or very often agree with Augustine of Hippo. In fact, I barely agree with him, to be honest, but I do here. I agree with him here. I think he's right. When I am singing, I feel closer to the divine than in virtually any other activity. It's the most mindful activity, if you like, one can do. Devotion can take many forms, and you need not necessarily see it as a solemn activity done in isolation. Yes, we can close ourselves away and pray in isolation, as Jesus suggested we should, but it's not essential. Neither do we have to necessarily use words when praying. Every activity that we engage in can be a form of prayer. You don't need to speak prayer. In In the Japanese Shinto tradition, prayers and blessings are calligraphed on paper streams and tied to the branches of trees and bushes. As the streamers wave in the wind, the blessings fly out over the world. In Tibet, prayers are carved into wooden band wheels which are spun like a top, sending the prayer up into the sky. Sometimes the wheels are positioned in a stream so that the current of the water spins the wheels and the prayers are then carried off without the need of even human assistance. Sue and I were given some lovely prayer flags as a wedding gift by a lovely couple, John and Sue, who attend a group I have facilitated for some time in Urmston. They're joining us for Zoom worship at the moment. It's lovely to have them with us. Thank you so much, John and Sue. Lovely gift. One of the 5 pillars of Islamic practice is to pray facing Mecca 5 times every day. It's not so much the words but the direction of the prayers that matter there. During the Middle Ages, monastic orders that took vows of silence considered work done by the hands as a form of prayer. Therefore, everything that was done in life was considered a prayer to God. And that seems quite similar in many ways to the mindfulness practiced in Zen Buddhism, in which every action is practiced with deep attention. There's nothing more prayerful. There's no greater devotion. Devotion is about finding and giving a voice to my human experience too. To repeat something I shared not so long ago actually. To repeat some words of Reinhold Niebuhr. Prayer does not change things. Prayer changes people and people change things. But prayer's the fuel if you like. Prayer's the sat-nav if you like, seeking the direction. Prayer is not about hearing voices. Prayer is about acquiring a voice. And that's what it means to live by devotion, to be devoted to life. Every aspect of life has the potential to be a devotional practice, especially if what you worship is life itself. That's how I see it anyway. For the Sufis, every bodily movement has the potential to be a devotional practice if offered in love. And that's the key, the intention. You see, everything we do and everything we see or hear or touch or taste or smell can become a devotional practice if you practice it in a loving spirit. Social justice work for others or for the planet is perhaps the ultimate in devotional practice. A perfect prayer, actually. As Dorothy Day put it, I believe some people, lots of people, pray through the witness of their lives, through the work they do, the friendships they have, the love they offer people and receive from people. Is there anything more devotional to that? Isn't that devoted to life, living by devotion? Devotion, making of your life a prayer, is the key to unlock our true human potential. It allows us to become all that we were born to be. It's about making our matter really matter. Making our matter that we're formed from really matter. Love lights up even dust, as that lovely hymn by Peter Sampson goes. Love lights up even dust. Matter really matters. So live by devotion. Be devoted to life. Let your life be your prayer. Whether that be your devotional practices or just the way that you act with friends and loved ones. Whether it be the reflective pause before you do or say something, or a quiet time at some point in the day. Whether it be dancing or singing around your kitchen, a social gathering, a concert, or a place of worship. Whatever it may be, let all that you say and do reflect all that you would hope your life to be. Open ourselves up to every encounter in every moment, and by doing so we will bring to life the divine within each of us, and the divine in every aspect of life that we touch. We will bring it to life, to flower. Live by devotion. Become devoted to life. May your life become your prayer. May it be your highest calling. Devote yourself to life so that your life may become your prayer. Live your life as one prayer. Be devoted to life. Let life be a prayer. So I'm going to end this devotion with some words of blessing, with some words of devotion for the devotion that offers some words of devotion to life. We don't bless enough. We need to bless with our presence. That's how we devote ourselves to life. Let's bring our life, our whole hearts and our whole beings in life. Pour that love out. Bless everything with our presence. So some final words of blessing for today. May the Eternal bless you and protect you. May the Eternal smile on you and favour you. May the Eternal befriend and prosper you. And may we carry the song of the Eternal with us in all that we feel, in all that we think, in all that we say, in all that we do. Amen.